Good evening, viewers, and welcome back to TG3 News. Our top story tonight, the new starter Pokemon have made their appearance, and they all have trainers baffled on which one to choose. Or so we thought. Scientists have done some professional research to determine what the best starter is in the new Alola region to choose from, and here's what they had to say. More on the story is Carl. Carl? Yes, I'm here at the Pokemon Starter Choice Institute, where scientists have claimed that they've cracked the code to find out which Alola starter is the best. In the recent charts they've discovered, known as Twitter, scientists were able to determine that the grass/flying type starter Rowlet was the best of all choices, with Litten being a far but closer than Popplio second. Scientists have even broke down the benefits of having a Rowlet as a starter, and the benefits are as follows. Number 1, it's a goddamn owl. Number 2, it can turn its neck 180 degrees. Number 3, it has the most memes on the internet for only existing for 2 weeks. 4, did we mention that it's a goddamn owl? Number 5, and probably the most important reason of all, it's not a Popplio. With these hard facts on paper, it's obvious who the next starter will be. Back to you, Tyrone. That pun wasn't clever at all, Carl. Anyway, bringing you the traffic report is Gina. Gina? Hello, Tyrone. I'm here in the TG3 helicopter looking down at the streets of the major traffic jam has engulfed in the highways, and it's all caused by a small tree in the middle of the road. The small tree is causing major traffic blockage as there is no possible way to tear down this root of nature. Officials have tried to walk around it but have found that they could not pass. Local Pokemon trainers have tried having their Pokemon use cut on the tree, but sadly, they didn't have enough badges to use the HM outside of battle. The road is closed, and it's said that until we contact Pokemon Trainer Red and have him cut it down, the roads will no longer be open. Back to you, Tyrone. Thank you. Our next big story, President Tyrone the God 3, no relation to me, Tyrone the Anchorman 3, had a speech today in concern to the big Pokemon anime debate on the topic, should Serena stay with Ash in the Alola region? Tyrone had this to say. So, do you think that Ash and Serena should stay traveling together in Pokemon Sun and Moon? The question isn't should Serena stay with Ash in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I propose another campaign. This is a campaign I've been running since we started X and Y, and this is something that I truly believe in, something that I put all of my heart and soul into. I grew up at age 4 watching the Pokemon anime, and here I am at age 23 still watching the Pokemon anime, and I ask myself every day this: when will Ash become champion? When will Ash take home that trophy? We always stop and we realize that Ash has lost another league, and that's supposed to teach kids that losing is okay sometimes, which is a good message. However, this can't be an every time occurrence. There's a lot of people that have grown up with Ash, Yugi, Goku, and several other 90s anime characters and watched their stories become full circle. Goku went from being a child who was nothing less than a wild boy who had no views of the world to becoming a man who has a proud son, a great wife, and a great granddaughter, and so on and so forth. Naruto went from a kid that painted the statues and was a little punk to becoming one of the greatest ninjas in the entire Leaf Village, the Hokage, and having a son of his own. Yugi went from being a kid who had no friends to a kid that had a bunch of friends, and he also wound up becoming the great and powerful pharaoh and helping the pharaoh himself, separate and become king of games. So we watched all these characters, all these iconic characters grow up with us, all of these iconic characters meet their destinies, all of these iconic characters reach their goals and dreams and aspirations. And then we ask ourselves, what about Ash? What about his goals? What about his aspirations? What about his dreams? He has dreamed to be Pokemon Master for almost 19 years. And yet he's still behind. And yet he's still not getting the goal. He's getting closer. He's getting better. X and Y has made him very competent. He is a very powerful trainer at this point with his Ash Greninja and his entire team full of great Pokemon. So I asked you this question. And the question isn't, should Serena travel with Ash in the next region? It's, will he be able to finish this region in a way that we can close the chapter on Ash? I love Ash, and to have him in the next series wouldn't be disappointing, but at the exact same time, it would be monotonous. It would be tedious. I propose that we have a new main character travel the Alola region. The Alola region, where the sun shines bright on the country based to look like Hawaii, will also be an opportunity for the sun to shine on a new main character. This would be the opportunity for us to close the book on a character we've known and loved for 19 years. So I ask you this. Not the fact that Ash and Serena should travel together, but should Ash and Serena end their journey on a good note? Should Ash and Serena have a child and that child travels the Alola region? Because the question isn't, what should Ash do in the Alola region? The question is, what should he do to finish his region? What should he do to follow his dream? What should he do in order to become that Pokemon Master that we as kids have grown up wanting him to be for over 19 years? I grew up with Ash. I want to see him make it to the finish line so that it can inspire me to make it to my finish line. And I'm sure that's what every viewer wants. Anything else? No. Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. Our story later on tonight. Can a boy be getting sued for trying to enter the league with counterfeit badges? More on that story at 11. Until then, this has been TG3 News.